Hi, Generals. Welcome back to General Time. We are continuing our look at punctuation and specifically the colon rules. Just like yesterday, this lesson is brought to us by SMART in collaboration with MPS. They created a great lesson for us to help us understand colon rules. Let's get started. Well, of course, we first have to deal with what it looks like. Colons, you needn't be wary of tricky guidelines. It's really easy to use them. And as you can see on the screen, this is exactly how you represent a colon. Again, you can follow along with me in the actual notebook file and click along as we go. So, why do you use a colon? So, let's click on the image to see why we use a colon. Well, we use colons when you want to draw attention to words or a sentence that follows them. For example, then he placed his forefinger on his temple and stated with precision, "Although in strictest terms, Mr. President, all pain is here." Well, let's keep going with where we should use a colon. So, let's click. Here are a few examples of where we should use a colon. So here's the rule on the right, and here's the example on the left. The rule is use colons to connect two independent clauses that are thematically connected with one another. So here's an example. President Obama is of African American origin, colon. He is the 44th president of the U.S. Here's another example. We use colons to introduce a quotation. Martin Luther King said, "At the center of nonviolence stands the principle of love." We can use colons if a list follows the independent clause. Ernest Hemingway had a unique writing style, colon, Old Man and the Sea, A Farewell to Arms, and For Whom the Bell Tolls are some of his masterpieces. We can use colons when we want to lay emphasis on the word or phrase that follows. So, for example, when you are trying situations, you can show only one quality, colon, patience. Okay, now let's check our understanding. Again, you can follow along with me in the notebook file and click here for the right answer. Have no doubt, my dear friend, if it would be the worst thing that could happen to our poor country if I were president. Identify the place of colon in the sentence above. Where should it go? A, B, or C? Unpause the video when you're done to reveal the answer. Okay, we may have a variety of choices that we have collected. Some of you may have thought A, some of you may have thought B, or some of you may have thought C. So let's click every one and see which one is the right answer. Well, C, it would not be correct to put it after "it would be the worst thing." Got it. My dear friend would be the perfect place to, or is the correct place to put a colon because it introduces the clause. So, of course, have no doubt was also not the correct place. Let's look at some more details. So, other instances where we use colons. Colons are used in the following two. So, in these three, and go ahead and pause the video after we're done looking at each example in order to write it down to remember when we should use a colon. So, in expressions of time, for instance, 8:30 a.m., after salutations and formal letters, so "Dear Professor Dennis," between titles and subtitles, "Journey to Joburg, A South African Story." So again, unpause the video when you're done writing these notes on other instances where we would use a colon. Okay, let's check our understanding. Did we just learn 3 different instances where we should put a colon? Which one of these is correct? Between the 22 and the 00, or between 00 and hours? Unpause the video when everyone has answered. Okay, we'll start with the answer B again, just in case some of you thought it was B. Oop, that was not the right answer. You got it. A was the right answer. As we just saw, we put a colon in between time, or the 22:00 hours. Okay, let's talk about some misuse of colons. I love to eat pasta colon. I love to eat colon pasta, seafoods, and desserts. Let's grab the eraser tool, the largest one, and reveal the rule. Good job erasing. So, we do not use a colon to separate a verb from its subject. So, eat is the verb that matches the subject of what we eat. So, that's not a good rule. Good time to put a colon. Let's look at another misuse of colons. I am taking care of colon, my parents, my in-laws, and my sister. Again, let's use the eraser tool to reveal why this rule is a misuse of colons. You got it. We do not use a colon to separate prepositions from its object. So we would just say, I am taking care of my parents, my in-laws, and my sister. No colon needed. Okay, what about my sister loves to play indoor games such as chess, carom, and table tennis. In this instance, we do not use a colon after such as. And now let's check our understanding again. State if the colon usage is correct in the following statement. My favorite pastimes are watching movies, TV shows, and reading. Click yes if you think that's the right answer, or no. Unpause the video when everyone has decided which one they want to do. Okay, again, let's start with no. Good job. Yeah, we are not need to separate. We just need to actually say pastimes are and list them. If you said yes, I'm so sorry if you got it wrong. Okay, so now, is there any rule to guide us on this? Can we get some help? Well, let's click the button and see. So, when a complete sentence follows a colon, begin the sentence with a capital letter. When the sentence that follows the colon is an incomplete sentence, do not begin with capitals. Again, pause the video until everyone has written this note down, and then continue to the next slide. Okay, now let's do some answers in our smart response. If you have smart response clickers, you can use them from here. Otherwise, we will just see the answers either on the video or in our smart response section. So let's get started. Here's our first question. State if the colon usage is correct or not. President Obama claimed, yes, we can. Is that a yes or a no? Unpause the video when everyone is done answering, or just reveal the answer with your smart clicker. Okay, let's see the answer. Yes, that is a correct usage. Now let's go to the next question. State if the colon has been used correctly in the following statement. My favorite books are Strange Pilgrims, Emma, and The Great Gatsby. Is that a yes or a no? Again, unpause the video when everyone is done. You got it. That is a no. Okay, colon has been used correctly in the following statement. When your friends are in distress, you can do only one thing. Be considerate. Is that true or false? Again, unpause the video when everyone has completed their answer. True, because that was an emphasis rule. Okay. Next is in formal letters, we place colons after salutations. For example, just in case you forgot salutations, it would be Dear Professor X. Should I put a colon after that or not? True or false? Unpause the video when you're done. You got it. It's true. Okay, a comma, not a colon, separates titles from subtitles. Is that true or false? Again, unpause the video when everyone is done answering. False. You got it. 2 more questions. Okay. Colon is used correctly in the following statement. Again, unpause the video when everyone is done. False. Students should learn to use punctuation marks such as, and you should remove the colon and just say commas, semicolons, and colons. Okay, our last question. Congratulations if so far you've gotten everything right. What is wrong in the following sentence? He ate everything without haste and with great care. Is this the wrong use of a colon, incorrect capitalization, or wrong sentence construction? Again, unpause the video when everyone has come up with their answer. You got it, incorrect capitalization. Well, I hope you got all of those questions right. And we look forward to talking again tomorrow. This concludes our lesson on general time for today. Have a great day, Generals.